Hello, I am Piyush Dave, a fintech professional, and today I'm going to talk about a algo trading method called as ADX. ADX is average directional index, and this works with the logic of trend plus the strength of the trend. It is a professional algo trading method, and first I'm going to talk about the mathematics behind it, and then I'm going to show you how it actually works in a simulation environment. So there are some words which we are going to use in the mathematics. So let me first explain each term and then we will understand the mathematics and the actual trade which is happening with ADX. So what is the meaning of first DM? So DM is directional movement. It is a upside or downside movement which is compared with the previous period. So it's a upside or downside movement which will be compared with the previous period. Next, so DM if positive, then it's considered to be as upward strength. So today high is greater than previous high. If the DM is negative, it's considered to be as downward movement. So today's low is small than, less than previous low. And from this DM and DM minus, DM plus and DM minus, we are going to find out DI. That is a normalized value of DM and plus DM and minus DM. Again, from this DI, we are going to find out plus DI or minus DI. If there is a plus DI, then we consider it as a bullish strength. And if it is a minus DI, we consider it as a bearish trend. So we will first try to understand how to find this DI plus or minus, DM plus or minus. And then we will try to understand how the ADX is calculated from this. It's a core mathematics which has been involved over here. So you need to keep a focus to understand this mathematics. First part is, if the final answer of ADX is greater than 20, we are going to trade. And if the ADX is less than 20, it's considered to be a sideways market. If you want to trade in particular directional strength, you can increase this value also. I kept 20 because I'm collecting very small prices. But if you're collecting a very high prices, continuous prices from the market, then you can keep this ADX high also. So for my system, I kept only 20. But if your system is collecting more prices in fraction of second, you can keep this ADX high also. So this identify the trend, whether the trend is strong or whether the trend is sideways. Now, when the trend is known, you need to find out the trend is on which side. ADX talk about the strength, not the direction. So direction is been calculated from DI and minus DI. So if there is a plus DI, then we consider as positive directional movement. So if the plus DI, I called it as DI, and minus DI, I normally say it's a minus DI. So DI is plus DI, positive directional movement, and minus DI is negative directional movement. So first we will try to calculate plus DI and minus DI. And if this DI cross over to each other, we called it as either positive direction or a negative direction. Again, we will try to find out the trend using ADX. Trend direction with DI and trend strength with ADX. Positive DI, positive direction, negative DI, negative direction, and ADX is used for the strength. Now, how we will do the trade with DI? If plus DI cross minus DI, we go for a long. But there is a rule. Again, there is a rule that ADX should be greater than 20. If minus DI cross over to plus DI, we will go downward direction. That means there is a strong downward direction. The ADX must be above 20. Then only we will trade. If the ADX is below 20, even if DI crosses plus DI crosses minus DI or minus DI crosses plus DI, we are not going to trade at all. Then we will exit the position whenever there is a particular rule like 0.5% of the profit booking. Again, we can keep the loss as 1%. Total drawdown also we can keep, like if there's a total drawdown of 5% in the capital, the algo is directly stop. So the rule is very simple. We are trying to calculate plus DI minus DI, and this DI plus DI and minus DI is being calculated for understanding the direction. So now with some example, I'm going to explain how the plus DI and minus DI is been calculated. Okay, let's consider this is a day number 1 and we have high, low and close value. Again, day number 2, we have high, low and close value. So from this, first we will try to calculate what is plus DM. So let me show you the table. So day number 1 we will not consider. It's an initial value. We will start with day number 2. So day number 2 is 52 is high of the day 2 and low for a day 2 is 47. The previous high is 50 from here, day 1. The previous low is 45 from day 1. So what we are going to do to find plus DM? The high of today minus previous day. It's 2. Then low of today minus previous day. Previous day minus today. This is minus 2. So the high value which we have subtracted from high to previous high is greater than the low value. So it's a plus DM. Then we are going to take the high of day number 3, the low of day number 3, and the previous value. This previous value has been taken from here, and this 47 is been taken from here. And again, we are going to subtract, like 53 minus 52 is 1, and 47 minus 48 is minus 1. Again, it's upward direction. DM is plus 1. Again, we are going to do the same process on day number 4. Again, the upward side wins. Now, from here, you can see day number 5. The new value is 54. And the old value, which we have taken from day number 4, is 55. So 54 minus 55 is minus 1, no rise. But low value is coming positive, the downward direction starts. So we calculate the plus DM and minus DM like this. We need number of days of the candle. We will collect the signal and we will subtract high minus previous high, previous low minus current low. And based on that, if the value is coming positive on high side, we consider it as positive direction. Here you can see it is coming negative and this value is coming positive. So we consider the low side win, that means downward side wins. Now once we get this plus DM and minus DM, we will try to calculate the TR, that is true range. So we will start with day number 5 only. So we are going to subtract first high minus low. So this is a high minus low. You can see 5. Then high minus previous close. So high minus previous close is 4. And then low minus previous low. So low from here and the previous low we are going to consider from here. And that comes out to be 2. Okay. Previous close we need to consider, not the previous low. So previous low is 47 minus 48, so 1. Max value from this complete part is a true range. So that means the market is moving as 5. That means the highest value minus lowest value is 5. Then highest minus previous close also we consider. Low minus previous close also we will consider. Now for this example, the every value is coming as 5, but it is not compulsory that it is going to come 5 all the time. Here you can see the high minus low is 5, then high minus previous close is 0, and low and previous close is again 5. So the max value from this is again 5. So first we have calculated DM, then we have calculated true range. Once we get DM and true range, we are going to find out DI. So DI is 100 multiplied by average of plus DM divided by true range. And minus DI is 100 multiplied by average of minus DM upon true range. So we have all the plus DM value with us. So this is all plus DM value. This we have taken from here. 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2, and for minus DM we have taken the value from here, 0 plus 0 plus 0 and minus 1, or sorry, plus 1, and the average range which we have taken is here, the average which we have taken from here. So this is 5 addition divided by number of reading is 4, so 1.25 is the average value. Again we will take the average here, 1 divided by 4, 0.25. Then according to formula, we are going to calculate the plus DI and minus DI. 100 multiplied by average of plus DM 1 to 1.25 divide by 5. 5 is what? Average of all this. Average of all this. So this will give us plus DM. This will give us minus DM. Now from DM and plus DM and minus DM, we are going to calculate the DX. Okay, DX is basically used for finding the ADX. So DX is 100 multiplied by plus DI minus of minus DI plus DI plus of minus DI. So here we have plus DI, here we have minus DI. 25 minus 5, 25 plus 5, and we get ADX as 66.67. Now this you need to do again and again, like this is done for 5 cycle. So you need to collect one more like this 5 cycle, and again you need to calculate the DX. So DX will be calculated from DI, DI will be calculated from DM and TR, and DM and TR will be calculated from high, low, close candle. Once we get DX value, here, we need to check how many DX we have calculated. Here we have only taken one cycle, like we collected 5 readings for only one time. So this DX is divided by 1. Likewise, suppose we have calculated this 5 readings multiple time, like 2 times, then we will calculate 2 DX. Now here we have 1 DX plus one more cycle, one more DX, and it will be divided by 2. So the ADX is going to change. Now here the ADX is very high, about 20, so we are going to trade. It's a strong trend. About 20 we consider as a strong trend. Now similarly, suppose if DI is greater than minus DI, plus DI is greater than minus DI, then uptrend, and ADX is also about 20. For this we have considered about 20, then it's a strong trend, and strong trend of long, because plus DI is greater, plus DI is more. You can see plus DI for this case, what we have calculated over here is 25, and minus DI is 5. So plus DI is more than minus DI. This is plus DI and this is minus DI. So plus DI is more than minus DI, and the ADX which we have calculated is about 20. So we consider it's a strong long trade. Now for one more example, I'm giving a direct example like DI come as 20 and uh, minus DI come as 18. The plus DI is greater than minus DI. Small uptrend, but the thing is ADX is very small. Like here we get ADX as 66, but here the ADX is coming as only 14. So we are not going to trade at all. Okay, now for a summary, I'm going to tell you what we have exactly done. We have only taken one candle of 5 tick, open, high, low, close for 5 readings, one candle only. Then we have calculated plus DI, minus DI and ADX. If the ADX is greater than 20, we are going to trade if DI is greater than minus DI. And if minus DI is greater than plus DI, we are going to short, profit booking at 0.5% and loss at 1%. ADX below 20, we are not going to trade. I am going to explain the mathematics one more time. Open, high, low, close from the candle. From that, we are going to calculate the DM, plus DM and minus DM. From plus DM and minus DM, we want DI. So for DI, we want ATR also, that is average to range. So first we will calculate the true range and the average of this is average to range. So for ATR, we will take this table. For plus DM average, we will take this table. DM will be calculated from this candle. Once we get the DI, we will calculate DX from DI. Now like this, we have taken it for one candle. Suppose you need to do it same process for second candle. So you'll get two different DX value. You need to divide it with 2 and you will get the average ADX. Once you get the average ADX, if the ADX is above 20, we are going to trade. If ADX is not above 20, we are not going to trade. Now, whether to trade on long side or whether to trade on short side, it will be decided by whether the DI is greater, plus DI is greater than minus DI or minus DI is greater than plus DI. Now I'm going to show you this in a live environment. So here I have taken a file as an exchange file. Now this is continuously create different values. So I have no control over this. It will randomly generate the values. Okay, let me close this and show you the values which are been continuously generated. I have no control over it. So I consider this file as an exchange file. And now we are going to shoot a trade on this exchange. So the mathematics which I have explained to you that I have coded over here in ALGO number 12. So the series of multiple ALGO I write. Okay, now this is collecting a price. Let me close this and keep both the file side by side. So this is my ALGO. The second file is the price file. Okay, let me just adjust it. Okay, here we come. So this is called warming phase. We are collecting continuously price from the exchange and we are finding out what is low, high, close, and from this we are going to calculate the required ADX, required ATR and plus DI and minus DI. Okay, in the calculation I shown only one time ADX calculation, but in the ALGO I have written 10 times. So 10 times it is warming up, it is collecting the data continuously. ADX is not okay. Now warming up is completed and we have started in a trading mode. Now you can see ADX is below 20. It is not going to trade at all, even if the DX is greater than DI. So ADX again 16, so no trade. Weak trend. Okay, now ADX is 22. We have taken a long trade at 1021 because the DI is greater than plus DI is greater than minus DI. Okay, we have no realized profit. Again, we are on a long position. Okay, we are collecting the price. The live PNL is still 0. The ADX is 27, so strong trend. Okay, now price is moving upside. We are in unrealized profit of 300 rupees. The price, we have taken a long position at 1021. Okay, and if the price move up 0.5%, then we are going to book the profit. Okay, we have to take the profit at 1027. Now the current realized profit is 600 rupees. We have used a capital of 1 lakh rupees. Again, we have taken a long entry at 1025. Okay, again the ADX is low, so we have exited the position. Okay, ADX is low, so we have exited the position. The trend is up, but ADX is low, so the algo is not going to trade. The realized profit is 700 currently. Again, the ADX is very low because the price is moving very small. So that's why the ADX is small. We have the weak trend. The trend is upside, but it's a very weak trend. If the ADX come above 20, then only it is going to trade. Otherwise, it is not going to trade at all. Again, it's showing that the ADX is 16 only, so it's not trading. Okay, ADX come above 20 and the trend is up. It has taken a long position at 1036. Okay, we are in a unrealized profit of 200. Okay, 1036 is our entry. Okay, 1036 is our entry. Okay, if the price go 1041, we are going to book the profit. And if the price even go 1% down, we are going to book the loss also. Okay, for the loss and profit, we have kept a proper statement. And if there is a loss of 5% of the capital, that is 5,000 rupees, then we are going to end, we are going to stop the algo. And then again, we will rethink and start the algo. Okay, I think we are in a loss of 600 rupees. The best part is I have no control over the price. I have only control over the algo. The trend is down. We are holding a long position. So that's why it's showing a loss. If there's a 1% loss, it is going to book. Okay, we have the loss, stop loss trigger. You can see the best part is it is showing loss also and profit also. Again, we are on a short position, downtrend. Okay, the EDX is very high. We have taken a short position at 1024. If the price go below certain value, we are going to book profit or loss based on the rule. Okay, 1024 is our entry. 1024. The trend is still down. The trend is still down because minus DI is higher than plus DI. ADX is very high. We have taken a short entry at 1024. Okay, 1024 is a short entry. We are waiting. Okay, the trend is still down. The trend is still down because minus DI is greater than plus DI. If the trend changes, it book the loss. It's completely okay to book the loss rather than making a big loss. So 1024 is our entry. The ADX is going to go down because the price is trending in certain value only. It's not going up, not going down. If the trend changes, we are going to book. Okay, the trend is flat. It's unrealized profit. Okay, because DI and DX almost same. You can see the price is trading in one particular range only. Okay, again the DI is slightly greater. We have downtrend. Unrealized profit is 400 only. It's completely okay. It's completely okay to book the loss rather than making a big loss. So the best part of the trading is if you are in a discipline, you will going to win for sure. When the market, okay, we have exited the short position which we have taken because the ADX has come down. So no trade. We are in the realized profit of minus 700 rupees. It's completely okay. We have no trend going up or down. You can see the market is completely flat. Market is trending. Okay, we have got the great downside. You can see there was a huge gap down and the ADX come up. The DI is very high. We have taken a short position at 1024, 1011. Again, we are going to book the profit. You can see the profit has also been booked. The trend is down. See the beauty of the algo. It works with the logic of rule only. No emotions, no greed. That's the best part of the algo. We are again in a short position of 1003. The trend is down. We have short the equity because the DI is higher than plus DX. Okay, we are going to book the profit for sure. Okay, we are going to book the profit for sure if the value is below. Okay, we have again. Okay, we have taken the profit at this value. Okay, great. So I think the beauty of the algo is it keep on doing this, keep on adding, subtracting, but overall it wins always because uh, it works with no fear, no greed. That's the best part of the algo. I hope this is very much clear to you. Thank you very much.